Hey everyone, as presenter 1, I will provide an overview of the article that we just reviewed, titled The Use of Small Group Discussion to Improve Students' Speaking Skills, written by Cynthia Christianita and Belinda Mandasari. This research was published in 2022 in the Journal of Research on Language and Education. Starting off with the main theme of this article, the article focuses on the challenges students face in mastering speaking skills, particularly in English, and explores how small group discussion can be used as an effective teaching strategy to address these challenges. It emphasizes that speaking skills are essential for both daily communication and global interaction. Moving on to the objective, the aim of this study was to assess whether small group discussion could improve students' speaking abilities by creating a supportive and interactive learning environment. As for the target group, the study was conducted with 30 10th grade students from SMKN1 Bandar Lampung, a vocational high school in Indonesia. These students participated in activities designed to evaluate the effectiveness of small group discussions. And as for method use, the researchers employed a qualitative approach using first questionnaires to gather students' feedback on the learning process. Second is interviews to explore their perception of small group discussion. The sessions were conducted online using platforms like Zoom with small groups of 4 to 5 students. As for key finding and conclusion, the results showed that small group discussion significantly improved students' confidence and fluency in speaking. Students were more comfortable sharing their ideas in smaller settings, which encouraged the activity of participation and collaboration. The study concluded that this method is effective in fostering critical thinking and communication skills, making it a valuable strategy for teaching English as a foreign language. Thank you for your attention, and now I will pass it on to the next presenter.
The main author of this article is Cynthia Christianita, which was a student at the Indonesia Technocrat University from 2017 to 2023. She graduated with a Bachelor of Education degree, specializing in the English language teaching education. The second author is Belinda Mandasari, which is a full-time lecturer at the Indonesia Technocrat University since 2015. She is also a PhD student at the State University of Malang, specializing in teaching English as a second foreign language. This article was published in 2022 with the participants of study located at the State Vocational High School 1 at Bandar Lampung, Indonesia. For information, this article was also published in the Journal of Research on Language Education. The first main issue raised in the article is the challenges in speaking skills. The authors believe that the students are having difficulties with using foreign language. This is mainly because of shyness, fear of participating in English conversation, and also the lack of use of English by the teachers in the classroom. The second issue is the effectiveness of teaching methods. The authors question the traditional teaching approaches in fostering active participation and building students' confidence. The conducted research focuses on the effectiveness of the small group discussion as a teaching methods to improve students' speaking skills. Lastly, the authors highlight the importance of student engagement and interaction in a learning process. From the result, it is proven that the small group discussion can lead to an unexpected interaction, enhance students' confidence, and encourage them to think critically about their contributions. The language used in this article is academic, as it delivers formal tone, focusing on the study's methodology, findings, and the implications of the teaching practices. The tone is objective, as it aims to present the research findings and observations without any personal bias and emotional language.
Next, I will be presenting about the evaluation of the content. From the content of the journal, I have found out that there are strengths and weaknesses of it. First of all, the content has a clear purpose and also relevance. Basically, the content has clearly explained about the importance of speaking skill, which enable authors to understand the objective of the journal. The content also explains about the connection between speaking skill and real-world application. For example, speaking skill allows students to share information, expressing their emotion, and also share their ideas. Other than that, this journal also contains practical application. The methodology used involve classroom settings, which provide an actionable insights for the educators. The journal also mentioned that by using small group discussion, it can offer a feasible approach for teachers to implement diverse educational contexts. Next is positive findings. Small group discussion has effectively improved students' confidence, critical thinking and speaking skills. Quantitative and qualitative feedback from students have highlighted their enthusiasm and the method's impact. The last one is the use of research and references. The text includes citation from reputable sources to support claims about speaking skills and effectiveness of small group discussion. Next is the weaknesses of the journal content. This journal contains grammatical and typographical errors. What I have found out that there are numerous grammatical error mistakes. For example, especially for vocational high school, the word especial should be replaced with especially. This grammar error will detract from the professionalism of the work. There are also typographical errors, such as criticize instead of criticize. Basically, this error should have been corrected during the editing process to make sure the professionalism and clarity of the text. Other than that is methodological limitation. The sample of 30 students from Selangor High School limits the generalizability of the findings. The study relies heavily on self-reported data, which is questionnaires and interviews, which can introduce bias. Thus, observational or performance-based assessment could provide more robust evidence. The last one is lack of statistical analysis. The article has mentioned the survey result, that is, the percentage of students agreeing with statement, but it does not include detailed statistical analysis or chart to visualize data effectively. Thus, results are represented descriptively without deeper exploration of quantitative data. As per the conclusion for this evaluation on this journal is the authors acknowledge difficulties faced by students in order to learn English skill, especially in speaking. So they are pointing out the effectiveness of traditional teaching method and also pointing out the limitation and come up with a way to in order to boost the student confidence. And also this study emphasized the importance of student engagement and also interaction in the learning process. This approach where they come up with small group discussion method will significantly enhance student confidence, critical thinking and also speaking skill. Feedback from students support the method impacts. The text is supported by replicable sources, highlighting the effectiveness of small group discussion in education. So move to the implication where in this journal, it emphasized the importance of innovative and interactive method in teaching English, especially in speaking skill, where in this journal, it emphasized the approach that used is by forming the small group discussion among students, which will facilitate teachers to focus on individual student needs within a group context and provide personalized feedback. In learning stage of this approach, it will create a supportive environment where students can build their confidence without in speaking English without feeling any embarrassment. And also its method will enable students to express their ideas freely, collaborate and develop respect for diverse perspective. And also this strategy will help students to better understand English by encouraging active participations and also interaction. It will also promote problem solving and decision making, which are essential for functional language used in real life context. In terms of future research and also improvement, this journal can go further with longitudinal studies, which it's conduct a long-term research to identify the impact of small group discussion on speaking skill over time that provide deeper insight into their long-term effectiveness and developmental track. For the second one, we have border demographics, which include diverse age group, proficiency level, and cultural background to validate the findings. For the third one, we have in terms of student perspective itself, where the qualitative studies on students' experience, challenge, and suggestion that provide valuable insight and refining to better strategies as to improve the implementations of small group discussion. Move to the last part, which is the reflection. Basically, these articles reveals that a creative method is significantly contributing to the development of English skill in student. One of the strategies used is a small group discussion where it promotes confidence, critical thinking, and collaborative learning among students. It emphasizes the importance of fostering a nurturing atmosphere in enhance their linguistic and social abilities. Furthermore, the research highlight the importance of educators in promoting these discussions, offering feedback, and ensuring that all students are engaged. In general, the results strengthen the importance of interactive and student-focused method in language teaching, encourage further exploration and refinement of teaching strategies.